In this video, we're going to prove that 1 over 1 minus x is equal to 1 plus x squared, etc. And it's in general, and x here is less than 1. The absolute value of x is less than 1. This result is true in this case only. And here we see that we can write this one as a series, x to the power n, where n goes from 0 to infinity. So we want to prove this result here. Okay? So if we think of it as a series, we can prove it very quickly. We will see that we can use Taylor's or McLarin expansion about 0 to find the same result. Okay? So the key idea here is to use the definition. Okay? We know that this the series ak, okay, going from 0 to infinity, is the limit as n goes to infinity of the Sn, where Sn is the nth partial sum. Okay, that's what we're gonna do here. So in our case here, the ak are x to the power n, and the Sn, exactly, Sn is 1 plus x to the power n. Okay, and we want to see the limit of this one as x goes to infinity. We can write this one in this manner: 1 minus x to the power n plus 1 over 1 minus x. Okay, so therefore we can take the limit in this case. Okay, the limit of Sn is the limit of 1 over 1 minus x to the power n plus 1 over 1 minus x. So this first term doesn't depend on n. Okay, so here we have 1 over 1 minus x minus this limit here, which is doesn't depend on n, 1 minus x, and the limit of x to the power n plus 1 as n goes to infinity. But we have one key idea here. We have that x is between 1 and minus 1, and therefore this one goes to 0. Okay, this limit here, when x is between minus 1 and 1, this limit here, x to the power n plus 1, goes to 0, and therefore we have this limit of Sn is 1 minus x, and this is just the sum x to the power n, and it's going from 0 to infinity. Okay, therefore we have proved this result here. So this sum here, this expansion of 1 over 1 minus x to series, so we have proved it here using series, the definition of the series. We can do it another way. Okay, that's what we're gonna do in the next video, where we focus on the definition of the Taylor's or McLarin series about centered at 0. But for now, we see that we have this result here. So 1 over 1 minus x is the sum of these powers, this polynomial, going from 1 to infinity, or in general, x to the power n, where n goes from 0 to infinity. Very great result that we're gonna need to solve differential equations. So the aim here is to be able to find these expansions so we can deal with them to solve differential equations and find some limits that we can't solve, and or those that we couldn't solve earlier. Okay, so the aim here is, we're gonna see later that we can use these parts here to find limits and solving differential equations. Thank you.